Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DCUO SourceCast. I'm, of course, Trex, and alongside me is Super Patriot.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
I didn't give you a pet name this time. I hope you're okay with that.
Well, I think I'd like to think that Decon's message to you on Twitter earlier today, served as a reminder of, just how nerve-wracking you can be as a co-host.
Let me let me find that real fast because that was really funny. So on Twitter, yesterday I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, seeing some friends. Took the day off to go up there and see them a little bit, and we went to Spencer's at the mall, and I found this Breaking Bad belt that was completely awesome, and it said that I am the danger. And of course, our buddy Decon chimes in. It's like he's like, the only danger you are is to Super Patriot's sanity, which of course I cannot argue that. That's very true.
I can attest to that. Wholeheartedly attest to that.
But you love me, platonic. As much as one man can love another man. Lots of love.
Let's not go that far.
Okay. So, we hope you guys have had an excellent week. For those who have missed out, the test server was active this past week with showing off the Halloween event, the Witching Hour, and also showing off the 2 new Marketplace Legends coming next week with the Witching Hour, which was Wonder Woman and Cersei. Now, I had a busy schedule this past week, and I was able to log in, and every time I logged in, I couldn't get anything done. No one wanted to do the Witching Hour. Everybody wanted to run Nexus. Everyone wanted to run Nexus. And hearing people... Okay, I don't know if you saw my Twitter about this, but I have to share this. Logged onto the test server, queued up for the Witching Hour. I was just getting some gear stuff. I was also preparing stuff for the skill planner. I looked down the chat, which most of the time I really shouldn't, but I did. Look down there, and they were asking for CR97 for Nexus on the test server. Does anyone else feel the frustration that I have right now?
You cut out on me a little bit there. I don't know if it was you or me, but I didn't. What was CR were they asking for?
They're asking for CR97 on the test server. CR97. And there's a guy who kept saying that he was CR94. They wouldn't take him.
Well, see, here's my thing. I mean, why, when, the test server was up for the 2 Marketplace tunes, Wonder Woman and Cersei, and for the Halloween event, why are you guys going in the Nexus? Can you not get into it on live? Is that why you're going in the Nexus?
Now hold on,
Is that why you're trying to run Wave?
I will give them credit. I will give them credit where credit is due because of the fact that when you're on a test server, I've had to expand my horizon with this. You are there to test the Witching Hour and the Legends tunes. Yes, they were in there running Nexus probably because, like you said, they can't run on their mains. To test it to see if anything broken with it with this upcoming update. Maybe they just want to see if it's broken, and where that's my logic for them to be running that. The logic that I don't dictate around that is asking for a CR97 on a test server and then complaining that this guy only has a CR94, and it was mind-boggling, and I almost had to hit myself with a bat just so I can feel some sanity. Because it was absurd. It was absurd. They were like, it was so painful. It's like, get the CR, you're on CR94? Dude, go mod your stuff. I had to type in the chat, why mod your stuff? You're on a test server. Is it really going to matter? Ooh, I'm not full modded. I'm only CR94. Ooh. Oh my freaking God, get over it. 1, it's a test server. 2, it's a test server. Test it. Test it the right way. Don't test it with, I don't care if your main is a CR99. Go in there and test it the way it should be tested. As difficult as hell. That's why I don't mod. I'm perfectly fine. There are some players that don't want to mod, and I am one of those people. And I support those people. I only mind
here's
when I
the
have
thing.
to.
Here's the thing. This is my thing. This is my thing about this. All right. I mean, all right. The stuff that they were adding they're adding in the game has absolutely nothing to reflect on goddamn Origin Crisis content from DLC 7. All right. So any of those people that were in there testing out, wanting to run Nexus with their 98 CR freaking tunes on the test server, all right, if you guys have any complaints about how OP Wonder Woman or Cersei is, shut up. I don't want to hear it from y'all. Simply because you should have been you should have been testing that stuff out instead of wasting everybody's time. I wouldn't have.
I agree.
Man,
I agree.
Good thing I wasn't on a test server that night.
I agree. It was frustrating to say the least, but there were a lot of good feedback coming in from the test server for Wonder Woman and Cersei. I think they're going to get taken a look at. There's going to be a lot of fixes coming in down the road that are going to be really helpful, really helpful. I think like Wonder Woman's shield was like healing too much or something. I heard that discussion going on. But yes, those are going to be the 2 new marketplace for $9.99 if you're on the PS3, or 1,000 station cash if you're on PC. Which I can tell you right now, there's no way right now I can actually go and buy those characters. I think.
Why you guys haven't had a give us a penny, we'll give you 100,000 station cash sales lately.
Well, I only have 950 station cash. I'm just waiting for my refill, so I can probably buy one of them.
You guys are waiting for another half off sale.
Most people are, and I'm not gonna lie, most people are.
Yeah.
It depends on the week.
They never do it. Yeah.
Depends on the week, because I might be able to get it. Might be able to get it. But how was your week? We haven't heard back from you. How was Olympus Games week 2?
It went pretty good. Went pretty well. I mean, we've had an issue. Something came up Wednesday night during the arenas, or no, it was after the arenas portion, which was, I believe, Tuesday. There is a current bug issue going on with Rifle right now, to the point where there's a serious it's glitched, it's bugged, or whatever you want to call it. But I've had to remove it from play.
Wow.
For the rest of the arenas. Yeah. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want, I've told Meps about it and he's passed it along to get it fixed and everything. But, yeah, it's broken. It's definitely broken.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You can basically shut a person down. You can basically shut a person down with it.
All right. Well, good heads up. Good heads up.
You're getting all sorts of benefits.
Man.
But other than that, I mean, everything's been going good with it. Haven't had any major issues or anything like that. Everything's running pretty smooth.
Very cool. Any matches that you want to give a little heads up to? Any teams that are doing really well?
Well, I mean, disqualify. I mean, as far as the arenas, 2v2s, it's still up in the air who's going to come out on top in 2v2s, simply because there's so many people still in that. It's a double elimination tournament, so even the people that have lost matches still have a chance at winning this thing. So it's too soon to judge or even think of picking a winner for that right now. For Legends, we've got the familiar names are there, of course. That's the 2v2 schedule. Hold on a second. Let's see here. For the 44 Legends, let's see. Disqualified and Social Light are going to be playing in the semifinals here coming up. Replacements is going to end up getting a bye because I've pulled one of the teams that was in their bracket out simply because they were not. I got tired of them not showing up and not contacting me, so I've yanked them out. Word of advice, everybody: if you're going to sign up for an event, especially an event that I'm running, show up for it because I'll take your team out. I ain't got no problem with doing that, and I've got no problem with saying, "Oh, you want to sign up for the next event? Too bad." I'll do that too. A lot of work goes into putting these events together and all that. The least you do for me is, and the other person that's helping me put these things together. The least you can do for us is, give us a common courtesy of letting us know that you're going to have a problem. I mean, I've had other teams, approach me about, not being able to having an issue, and I've helped them resolve those issues to where they've been able to be there for their match. I mean, it's one, at most you're doing 2 matches a week, in a week, and it's at a set time, so you know when you need to be there, all right, and you've got plenty of time to plan for it. I actually had the schedule up for when the matches were going to take place before, I had the brackets done. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at for 44 Legends right now. Disqualified and Soldiers of Light are going to be playing for their play up for the finals. The replacements team there is going to end up getting a bye because the other Legends team wasn't showing up for it. With 2v2s, I mean, gosh, we're not even close to getting into the semifinals yet with them. We got many days of 2v2s left to go. And we had 21 teams sign up. So that's huge. And with arenas, we got the usual suspects there, but we've got the disqualified is in the finals, and they're going to be facing the winner of the replacements and Soldiers of Light for the 44 Arenas Championship. And this is a bare bones Arenas matches, so they're not using utility belts, home turf, or anything like that. You got PV, just one trinket, and that's it. So yeah, I mean, there's been some interesting and good matches in all 3 events, but yeah. So I mean, it's looking good. It's looking good. And the finals, in case you guys haven't been on here before, finals are going to be on FNL on October 25th. So you'll be able to tune in there and see who the winners are.
That's right. Only a couple more weeks, folks. Yeah. Olympus is back on FNL. And I'm not there. Yeah. Woot to that. All right, so speaking of FNL, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Some Friday Night Legends recap. Tonight was another PvP main event. We had Freedom Reborn versus Who Cares. And I want to say I care, but a little of me just doesn't, maybe? Now, I have seen Freedom Reborn around the Watchtower. I haven't really seen much of Who's Cares. Who's Cares are they villain or they're hero as well, aren't they? I think they were both hero leagues.
I believe so. I believe they're villain.
Think they were villain? I sound like Ian Sanderson. Aww. Oh, someone wants a hug. I thank God DCUO wants a hug. But it was a very awesome match. All 3 of them. Freedom Reborn came up with the win during the 4v4 and the 5v5. I was really happy that they switched it up and changed it to having 2v2, the 4v4, and the 5v5. Just getting rid of the 3v3, just making it 3 matches, best out of 3, call it a day. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the little setup they've got there with it. It doesn't seem like it's really clogs up that much. I think the main issue is the in between matches is what they need to tighten up on there on FNL. Obviously, I know with Daddy-O's tournament that they did on there, they did a really good job of going like from match to match to match. So, but changing up the types of matches, I mean that's one way of looking at it. We can do like a 3v3 and do a 3v3 in Ace Chemicals or Star Labs, or honestly, I wish we could get different larger groups in some of these other maps. Like in Batcave and Enter. I think it'd be awesome to see a 4v4 in Enter Sanctum. Personally, I think it'd be awesome to see an 8v8 in the Batcave. But that's just me, I guess.
Yeah. With anything, especially even professional tournaments, even when you're going in between matches, commentators have to fill up the time with something, and most of the time they're talking about strategies, or it's a perfect time to play commercials with with Maps and Yins. I think that would probably been a perfect opportunity for. I think it would be a perfect opportunity to have that kind of thing. They could have easily put the what is it? They could have easily put the news in there in between instead of having it at the first. So I mean, it was. It's something that they're even 23 episodes. 23 episodes. I mean, they're still going. They're still going strong. So, and of course, there's always going to be room for improvement. Just like our show. 84 something episodes, and we still have room to improve. A lot of room.
Yeah. I was told earlier this evening that sometimes we do shows just so we can hear ourselves talk.
And it's very true. That's very true.
I know in your case it is, at least.
Yeah, I have to edit, so you know me. I mean, because I have to edit. I have to hear my track first, so I'm listening, and then once I'm done with my editing, I have to go and listen to your track. So I mean, I listen to it twice, technically 3 times if I want to make sure the final product is great. So I am that kind of guy. So I mean, crap. Thank you for reminding me. I just remembered I haven't edited my other podcast. And I've had that thing for a week now.
Wow.
I don't like to hear myself talk for that one. I sound geeky. But yeah, this was a very solid FNL. I'm kind of wanting to see the PvE. Where's the PvE guys? Where's the whole raids? Where's the difficulty there? I mean, we're seeing a lot of PvP spotlights, especially with the main events, and we're seeing that it's becoming really popular. But I want to see my guys again.
Well, honestly, I mean, the only thing they could showcase that people would really tune in for would be a wave or a Nexus run. And those, I know Nexus has been done. Nexus has been done to death. So it would have to be a wave run, and then you have to make sure that the group that can actually, consistently beat wave. So, what exactly are you supposed to do with that? I mean, if you can't find a group that can beat wave, consistently
within that hour time.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's I don't know. I mean, because nobody's gonna really want to. I mean, they did the one FNL with the guys from the role responsibilities panel at SOE Live, where those guys went through and they did the Trigon alert. But other than that, I mean, you're gonna have people run through the duos, try and get through the duos in like under 5 minutes. Because honestly, it takes some of those duos take longer to do than the doggone alert. They do. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm guessing that's the only reason why I can think why they haven't had any PvE leagues on for a while. That, and you know what? Honestly, I mean, after you get done with all the content, beating all the content, unless you're wanting to, keep banging your head against the wall and reset Nexus and Wave every doggone night, trying to get drops out of it. What else is there to do in the game if you've got pretty much everything else done? I mean, I think it would be cool if they were to do if they were going to do a PvE thing, is if they were to take a league in there with like fresh players and all that are actually only geared for that content. And I mean, even if they went in and they did Kondak, with like just nothing but tier 1 gear on and 40 some skill points, I think that'd be awesome. I think that would be cool. Just so like maybe and then like have the chat chime in, to give them tips during the FNL. I think that would be cool.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, what else is there left for them to show off as far as PvE?
Yeah, you would have to
Wave.
Yeah. I mean, you would have to put little challenges, little stipulations, and I think stipulations and that kind of aspect would be really fun. I really do. I would thoroughly enjoy that, pretty much. I wouldn't have a problem with that one bit. So, I saw it in chat a little bit.
Why don't you come up with something then?
Wow, I come up with something?
League on there. Yeah, you come up with a PvE challenge for your league and get on FNL.
I mean, my league's not even that active.
You're the only one. You're the only. I mean, you haven't been on there yet.
I have not.
So what are you waiting for?
I can honestly tell you now that I love my league. I really do. And even when I log in, there's like maybe 3 of us on at a time. I mean, we're either some of the people left to get on other leagues, or I mean, real life comes into play as well. I mean, literally, there's not like 10 of us on at a time. There's just not anymore.
Rally them up.
I can
rally them up. Put it out there. Tell them, say, hey, look, let's all get back together for like one night, and let's go freaking 5-man prime or something.
I mean, I can also say now, I think around maybe after your episode 1, I threw my name out there. I told Meps, like, all right, here's my league, here's my name. And he's like, you're on the list. I'm like, cool. 22 episodes later, I haven't been called up. I haven't been tapped for the show. I'm still on the bench.
You got it. Yeah. I mean,
I'm going to resubmit my name, most likely. He probably lost it in emails.
Exactly. I mean, I've asked Meps a question, and then a couple hours later, I've asked him about it again. He's been like, "Oh yeah."
4-man Nexus has been done. I have seen it. You're also talking to someone who hasn't ran Nexus, so I doubt I can really 4-man it if I have not even been in it to begin with. That would be a learning curve, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and as far as the one-man Kondak, it's not possible.
It is not.
You have to have at least 3 people to run Kondak and complete it.
Yep.
And it's not because of gear.
It's because of mechanics.
Yep.
So, be sure to catch FNL on the replay over at their YouTube channel, youtube.com/DC Universe Online. I think it's game at the end of it. I can't remember. But look them up on YouTube, and you'll be able to check out the replay for Friday Night Legends episode 23. Be sure to head over to twitch.tv/DC Universe Online next Friday for episode 24. It's going to be starting at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific. That would be 7 to 8 if you're on the East Coast. If you're on Central, I'm sorry. There's no way I can't. I can only do so many time zones. I'm trying to get on to, Europe time, England, trying to understand that time zone, and it's just, no, it's not going to happen. So, another solid FNL. Let's go ahead and go back over here to, sorry, wrong picture. Let me just put that away. Sorry about that. I don't know where that came from. My bad.
I missed it.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Put up there.
My bad. So. Alright, so. Discussion on the plate. I could go into a discussion about a thread that I found today about thanking SOE, thanking DCUO for having such a solid launch, comparing it to GTA Online. I could go into that it's an MMO versus a multiplayer game on a console, on a disc, but I'm not. I'm gonna save it for a YouTube rant that I'm gonna do for my channel.
Wait. Somebody said DCO had a successful, a perfect launch. Is that what they said?
I'll find the thread. I will do it right now. I didn't want to bring it up, but it left me no choice because it was brought up on the Gotham City It brought it up, but then I started chiming in and it got moved all the way to Joker's Funhouse. So I was like, I laughed a little bit. Where are you? Thank you, Decon. I will try to get onto the test server, but I can't really bank that's going to be good. All right, here it is. Oh, 2 pages. It's 2 pages. So the thread. Yo. ... I must say empathetically that after experiencing the utter train wreck occur while Rockstar tried to launch GTA Online, I have to say that at least DCUO has been working 97% of the time from day one. ... Beta up to now. Hats off. Not so mad or frustrated anymore. We can at least play the game smoothly the majority of the time. Thanks for a job well done in hindsight. So, word.
All right. First off, I don't think this person was here at launch.
I don't think so either.
I seriously don't think this person was here at launch. This game was so bad at launch. Constant disconnects and freezes.
Game update 3.
Granted, by far not. I mean, we're not getting that now. Yeah, but, I mean, the mics worked maybe 5% of the time. I mean. This game did not have a very smooth launch, but I saw you going off on Twitter earlier today. No online game has a 100% perfect successful, launch.
When you give me an online game, an MMO, if you give me an MMO, give me a link, show me that it was 100%, no bugs, no server hiccups. Players had an enjoyable time day one. I will show you the end of the world. That's how I feel about it. Just the end of days.
Well, I don't know if I would actually consider. I mean, I guess you could, because there's like online missions to do with a group. I mean, I guess you could kind of consider GTA's online an MMO. It's similar. I mean, obviously, the content on there is similar to an MMO's. I mean, they've got, stuff that you can do solo online. They've got stuff you can do with groups, and then they have PvP. I don't know if you'd really classify GTA's online as an MMO. So.
GTA Online is not an MMO. It has MMO characteristics.
Yeah.
And I will not take that away from it. It is Grand Theft Auto 5's multiplayer. It is their multiplayer that is online. Now, with that, the GTA, when you look at a game like DCUO on the disc, you load it, whatever. It is an online game. It is everything on that disc, everything you download. It is just woof. It's nothing but just player interaction all the way through. You look at Grand Theft Auto. GTA Online is half of the disc. Your information is fed from that disc. The only thing you didn't have access to were the servers that they had to flip a switch to turn on. The rest of that disc was all that single player story stuff. Your multiplayer, your MMO that you think it is, it's only half of a disc. Probably not even half. That's where the essence is. GTA, and trust me, I'm not backing Rockstar one bit about this. It's their fault as well. And they even manned up. They owned up to it, saying it's like, we're not expecting a clean launch. There will be hiccups, FYI, for the warning. Just a heads up. When they flipped that switch, hell broke loose. I loved going on Facebook, seeing all my console buddies just bitching, just losing it. It's like, great, been sitting here for 2 hours waiting for Grand Theft Auto Online to hurry up and get me out of the lobby. Been standing here all day. I'm like, oh, you've been standing there for 2 hours doing nothing? Really? Welcome to MMO life. Welcome. I can tell you now, I log on to an MMO. World of Warcraft was the worst. Log in, you stand there in Ironforge. What are you doing? Nothing. The computer will be on, the game will be running. You're sitting there just in your city doing nothing. You could be watching TV, nothing. Now, you cannot compare the problems that now, even with the PC guys as well. The PC players, I think the ones that probably weren't complaining, they're the ones like me making jokes on Twitter. We laughed at the console players for this. We did. But you're comparing a console game from a disc to an online game that is literally a download and you're done. You can't compare it to that. I can't compare Grand Theft Auto Online to World of Warcraft. You just can't. You can't compare it to DCUO. What you can compare it to is Grand Theft Auto Online to possibly a little bit to Final Fantasy 14. That right there is your console MMO from a disc. And that's it. I think do you need the disc?
Was originally from a disc too. DCUO was originally from a disc too. I still use my disc.
Really? It still works?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
The one thing. Okay, now I'll confess. Right, I've only been playing story on GTA. All right, I have not gotten on online yet. Even though I got people on my friends list, constantly sending me invites to help them with missions and stuff.
Join the crew.
One thing. Well, here's one thing though. All right, here's one thing though I think is really cool. All right, with GTA. All right, I was in the story mode, right, and I was scrolling through the contacts list on on Franklin's cell phone while I was driving around because who doesn't scroll through their cell phone while they're driving, and I was scrolled down there and I saw it's like which friends of mine were online playing the game, and I was like, I wonder if I can call them. And sure enough, my old buddy SSJ Carlos was playing Grand Theft Auto at the time online, and I was able to call him, and I got to chat to him for like a couple seconds. I think he had to go do another mission or something like that. But he was playing online. So you can actually call your friends from the cell phones on those cell phones if they're playing the game, which I think that's really cool.
Oh yeah,
really cool. I'm gonna drunk dial Brittany one night while she's playing.
Hey, what are you doing? Killing prostitutes? That sounds cool. So, how you doing?
We go to the strip club, Brittany.
Yeah, don't get me started on that place. How did this get an M rating? I will never know. But anyways, I really want to just touch on that because you cannot compare this DCUO to Grand Theft Auto Online.
What I was getting to with my point about the online thing though was I don't know if it works the same as it does in story mode, but I mean there's like a seamless transition, no rendering whatsoever when you are traveling around on that game.
It's the same way. When you get on Grand Theft Auto Online, you create your character. When you bring up, when you hit the down arrow on your D-pad, there's that fourth character slot in that reticle. That's your character on GTA Online, and you can switch to him in the middle of the game.
No, I mean when you're traveling through,
through Los Santos and San Andreas. Oh yeah, there's no
Los
load.
Santos, San Andreas, all those places. There's like no, slow rendering or anything like that, which is something I really hope that PS3 is going to be able to have once they launch all the updates and everything for the PS4 launch. Because like I was flying from like Midtown to the up towards I was flying from Tomorrow District to the CAO Dam the other night, and I was like, oh my god, it's taking forever to render in. It's like I just saw nothing but gray boxes all over the place. So I'm really hoping that when they pushed out the update with the new UI and everything like that, it's going to take care of that issue that this game has. Because Rockstar's actually they've been doing that seamless travel ever since Red Dead Redemption came out.
It is just a work of art.
Yeah. And that is a beautiful game. That game is gorgeous.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about DC right now. We got all the prostitute killing out of the way, right? Cool. So on DCO,
can I just say, I gotta say one. I just want to say one thing about GTA. Okay.
What's that?
I've noticed that when I'm switching, when I'm playing different characters on there, I act different with that character.
I think everyone has to agree.
I don't know which character I am. It's like I noticed today. I was like, because like I'll go like carjack a car with Franklin, right? And he yanks the person out and everything like that. Maybe kick him once and all that, get in the car and drive off. Today I was on Trevor and I was walking up. I was like, I need to get that car. So I was like, let me get the sawed-off shotgun. And I was actually park a car with Franklin and Michael on there. But with Trevor, I was like, I'll crash into a tree and then I'll get out.
Yeah. Trevor's a madman. He's a madman. So, like I said earlier in the show, it was announced on FNL that the Halloween event, the Witching Hour, will be coming back hitting the servers this Tuesday coming up. Is it Game Update 31? We're gonna call it Game Update 31.
Yes.
Okay.
31.
Yep. I took a look at the vendor. Look at the spooky Boo, or the Boo-tacular vendor vending machine.
Boo Junior. Oh, okay. You're talking about that.
Yeah, I'm talking about the actual vending machine.
Okay.
The vending machine is just jam-packed full of base items. Four tokens each.
Odyssey put out a video about it. There's actually a feat for getting 10 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to look at the feats while I was on it, and the Witching Hour videos for my channel will definitely be showing up when it comes live, because I completely missed it this week, and I'm so sad about that. It's been a rough week.
Bad tricks.
I know, silly me, but yeah, it just so many base items in there. It blew my mind, and I actually did the math. And it was like 156, 157 tokens to grab everything. One trinket of each. All the base items. Mr. Boo for 40 tokens in that vending machine. So you can get Mr. Boo for 40 spooky tokens. And
it's the same Mr. Boo that dropped from the first event, correct?
From the original event, that is correct. Instead of having to get a random drop for him, you can buy the Mister in the vending machine. The Mrs., I think, still drops in the actual event, but we've also been told, and that's actually been true, that Boo Jr., a new trinket, drops in the Witching Hour event.
Yeah, I saw that picture. He's got like a little one of those little caps on there with the propeller on it.
Yes. Yeah, I like the style for it. I really do. It's he's like that bright yellow, the little hat. It's like, it's cute.
See, now I'm wondering now, okay, if the next year they're going to come out with another Boo trinket, all right, so there will be 4 of them total, all right, and then the year following they come out with the Pac-Man trinket.
Oh, you're horrible. That is downright horrible. But now I want that to happen. Every ounce of me really wants that to happen now.
You summon up the Pac-Man trinket when somebody's got a Boo trinket out, and the Pac-Man goes over and eats the Boo trinket.
Yeah, let's get that done. Get that done. But as far as I can find, that it's the same event that we had last year. What's his name again? That little kid.
Clarion the Witch Boy, or Emo Eddie Munster, whichever you prefer.
Emo Eddie Munster works. But it's the same event. Even the side missions, they're still the same as well. I know the mission. Go around Gotham City during the event. You go in there, and of course you have like the different types of nodes that you have to save the people from, destroy the apparitions and all that. That mission gave me like 1 spooky token, and I think the event might give 2, so you're maybe looking at 3. Did the event give 2 last year? I think it gave 2.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I'm gonna have to rewatch my video from last year so I can make sure I take notes and see what's different. But I mean, as far as I can tell, that if I remember correctly, you're getting like 3 tokens a day. I mean, there's, and believe me, a lot of the stuff is like 4 spooky tokens, 156. The math is there. The math is there. It's gonna take a couple of weeks, pretty much. God forbid if you have alts, right, folks?
This is really interesting and funny, though, because I have a friend of mine that I play with who does not get into the whole... they do not get in the whole lair thing. All right, they make fun of me because of how much I do with my lair on this game, and but they really love Halloween. So I was like, hey, there's like a ton. You know, I was telling them about you saying there's like a ton of lair items, Halloween themed lair stuff. And this one, I was like, does this mean you're finally going to decorate your lair? As I think they're actually finally excited for their lair now to decorate their lair with all this Halloween stuff that's coming on here.
Good. And we saw some of the items over there in during FNL. Apparently, during their pre-show, they did like this whole base thing that was really cool. And we saw like some the cocoons hanging from the ceiling. We saw some spider webs. So that's pretty neat. So, yay for Halloween. It's a bear event that we had the year before. So I'm really happy to see that the Witching Hour, this is actually coming back, because this was a really fun Halloween event, going in there and doing it. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Definitely.
So, a post I found on the forums that I'm just gonna bring up because it has to be brought up because I'm tired of seeing it, and I want more people to understand my frustrations. There's a thread that's called Legendary Updates.
I was gonna bring that one up.
You're gonna bring that one up too?
Yes.
We are like right there.
I was gonna bring it up because I knew it was gonna piss you off.
After 2 years, he knows me so well. So yeah. So Legendary Updates, content-filled game updates exclusive to Legendary members between DLCs, exclusive feats, exclusive golden gear, exclusive R&D plans, exclusive legend characters, exclusive trinkets, and exclusive styles. It's not pay to win, it's pay for ease. The golden gear stats lower than best available stats in-game, cannot trade in account bound. Diet soda plans, almost as good as the original. Oh my god. Okay, I laughed because he mentioned diet sodas. Professional plans, almost as good as expert plans. Not satisfied with the new large or small group DLC, instead of waiting 6 months, Legendary updates would have a mixed bag of small and large group content. So, I have to say, he gives great Legendary exclusive stuff. What about the free-to-play? What about the premium? We're going to get a mixed bag of small and large group content. According to this guy, he wants us to have that as Legendary characters. Well, what about the free-to-play and premium? Why can't they have a small mixed bag of small and large group content? Oh, is it because you pay $15 a month thinks that you're entitled to stuff? Because you're not. I pay $15 a month, and I don't like this. This is a horrible idea. Your whole listing is bad. It's bad for business. It's bad for the player base. I understand that Legendary players really want to feel more bang for the buck. I really do. But look at the aspect of what we have compared to the other two. Why should we, as Legendary players, feel that we deserve more content compared to the other guys? In all honesty, we pay $15 a month. We do. There are some Legendary players that go out there and spend stuff on the marketplace all willy-nilly. They do. But then you also have to consider the free-to-play guys, the premium guys. More than likely, they spend more money than probably any Legendary player. And we pay $15 a month, so you think we should already be ahead of the game, right? Probably not. Probably not. Exclusive feats. No. This whole listing that this guy gave is singling out the rest of the player base. And when you have a free-to-play model, the free-to-play model is it's not supposed to single out people. Okay, Brittany, yes, you spend a lot of money on replays. Calm down, Miss Moneybacks. Premium players get junior plans. That's cute. Okay, I can't knock you about the aura thing. You tip my hat, madam. So,
wait, where's he didn't try and slip in the green aura again this time though. Did you notice that?
Wow, there's not even a mention of exclusive auras. So apparently this whole thread just failed. It's like you're going to give exclusives. You can't even give the good exclusives. And big props to Bumbling Bee coming in here for the first reply with, like he says, he wants a bigger bang for the buck. But, 1, feats should never be Legendary only. Should be only access level of the DLC at most. Number 2, he likes lockbox gear. That was a style you had already, so you just sell it. The golden gear stats for exclusive, I don't agree. I think that could be like a marketplace thing. Expert only for Legendary, no. There's a 4, no. Number 5, which would be the trinkets, that would be just outdated fast. Honestly, I mean, you still use FOS 2 trinket, don't you, for your tank?
No, nope, not after I got the doggone, what is it, the trinkets from Trigon.
Oh, that's right.
He drops a might and a precision one. Not might and precision, but there's a might trinket and there's a precision trinket. I got both.
Now, exclusive styles, I can probably almost swing a little okay to it, because styles don't really do anything except for show off what you have. That's really all it is. That's probably the only one I can really probably even ease towards. Because, styles are... they're styles. I don't even have, all of the lockbox stuff. I keep getting freaking Deathstroke hands. I don't know why. It's making me upset. I don't want them anymore. But, Legendary... Exclusive, no. I'm not down for that. That splits the player base, and I don't want to split the player base as much as it's split already.
Yeah, but where exactly do you draw the line, though, with the exclusive styles? Do you draw the line at the green aura?
Because, well, then you also have to make sure it's not sellable.
Yeah. Yep. Not tradable. Make it account bound, but you can't trade it.
That crappy. Damn. now, trying to think. It's like as a legendary player, if they came out, it's like, oh.
Well, first off, they're not going to do a green aura because
they
they don't have the licensing for it.
They don't.
Which is funny because they don't. It cracks me up. They don't have licensing for a color. For a color of an aura.
It's true.
How does that work?
Warner Brothers got them on tight.
But however, I've been seeing, at least on US PS3, I don't know if you've been seeing it because with the next DLC, War for the Light, coming out, and the whole speculation about what the new power is going to be. I have seen a Blue Lantern Corps and everybody flying around with that dark blue aura on themselves.
Hey, I mean,
are they going to take the dark blue aura out of the game because they don't have the licensing for it?
Let's hope not. Because God forbid scratch that. No, God forbid. They better add in something with red lanterns, and I do not want my red aura taken away. I've said it once. I'll say it again. If they introduce red lanterns as the tank, hard light, power, whatever, I'm switching to villain. Heroes can suck it. If I can be a red lantern, I'm being a red lantern. Hands down. I'll respec my sorcery. I don't care. And that also brings up another point. There's another thread in here going with, apparently no one wants to see another hard light power. Even if it's for a different role, no one wants to see it.
Well, I don't think people want to see the construct thing. I don't think people want it to be, because honestly, all right, if they make another light power similar to what we have now, all right, and it's a tank power, you're not going to be able to tank with it. Simply because, there's no R1 in any of those freaking combos. You know what I'm saying? So, we've been talking about it. 'Cause there's a lot of guys, like, in my league, I don't know about, anybody you've played with on a game. There's a lot of people speculating about what the next power is going to be. And there's some belief, not just in my league, but through a lot of players that think it's going to be red and blue. The red and blue lanterns. Right? We got the red and blue weapon packs.
Yeah.
So they're thinking it's going to be the red and blue lanterns. But then, I looked into, after you educated me a little bit on the whole, story behind the blue lanterns, and I read up on it a little bit too. As you've told me, the whole purpose of the blue lantern is to buff the green lanterns.
Well, hold on, before you continue. Well, supposedly, there's more too. They can buff other lanterns. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Read Lights Out Part 1 that came out this past week on Green Lanterns, New 52.
Okay. All right, well, with that in mind, and also what you said, I've been saying if they make the blue lanterns a tank power, right? Because red lanterns, I can see it as a tank power. But with the blue, I couldn't see it before. But now with what you just said coming out as well, I can see it even more. And actually, it goes along with the idea that I had on how they would do it. Is basically the blue lanterns would buff their own personal defenses and health, but also buff the groups. And that would be the first tank that we have in this game that can do that.
Okay, see, now with what you did right there, I can legitimately say I want blue lanterns as a tank. If that is complete legitimate argument. If that's the way they do it, I could live with
If that's the way they do it, that's the only way I can see them doing it. Now, I don't see them making it a construct power like hard light. I can't. They just can't do that. Not as a tank power. It can't be done. I mean, we've got to block too much. We've got to block. So I mean,
I don't want to block. I'm tired of blocking.
Well, I mean, go walk into. I'll tell you what. Just go walk yourself into Nexus, all right, and tell me how long you last.
I'm trying. I'm sorry if no one wants to take an 89 CR.
I'm not harping on you. I'm not joking on you. I'm saying you don't want to block. Go walk into Nexus and see how long you last without blocking. Do it once with blocking and once without blocking, and tell me how long you last.
Will do.
But pink lanterns, no, Brittany, that's not going to happen.
Well,
if they do come out, they'll probably end up being a healer class. That's what I see with the pink lanterns.
no, Sapphire's not pink. Is it pink? It's more like a purple. Yeah, it's more of a purple. But no pink lanterns. Let's not strew the color spectrum too much. she doesn't care. but I would have to. Sapphire is okay. Yay! So you got your pink. There you go, pinkish. There you go. It's like the purple aura, right?
And supposedly we're supposed to see, like the entire color spectrum in this DLC coming up. So it's not, impossible of an idea. It's not an impossible idea.
I can't wait. I think if I kind of don't want them to bring in the white lantern, or I don't really want to see. If they bring in
white lantern, I'm switching to white lantern, and I'm never switching back. I was reading up on all those lantern powers, and oh my god,
he's Space Jesus.
No way in hell. Yeah, exactly.
He is Kyle Rayner, Space Jesus.
Exactly. I want to be Space Jesus. I want to be Space Jesus, Allah, and Muhammad and Moses at the same time. That's who I want to be. That's the White Lanterns right there.
So, yeah, if I see Kyle as the White Lantern and Black Lanterns, I'll probably be like, you know what, my whole Lantern Corps fanatic in me, because I am definitely that comic nerd. I love my lanterns. I'll probably just have to take a break from the game. It's like, look, I just got my fandom thrown at me in one DLC, and I don't know if my mind can take this right now. I just can't take it. But let's actually talk a little bit. I think it's a good discussion, because I want to bring up that if the new tanking power, when it comes to the powers, they actually revolve around the DLC. Of course, with War of the Light being a Lantern DLC, most people are definitely speculating that we're going to see probably blue and red. We're going to see tank powers can be blue and red. No one wants to see the hard light constructs that we saw with hard light and the controller roll. I mean, we don't want to see that. We want to see something different. Well, it's true. I want to see something different too. What your idea with the blue lanterns actually giving buffs to your group is great. Would you actually want to see constructs? And in fact, what kind of... I'll even give you the blue and I'll do red. What kind of constructs would you envision when you're playing a blue lantern tank?
As a tank, the only construct I can see feasible, and actually relatable to a tank would be a shield. That would be another, first, for a tank, is a large group shield. I mean, yeah, we have the immunity powers. I know, like Ice has Winter Ward. that's supposed to put like a little bit of a shield around everybody when whoever it affects. But that's not really a shield. That's just like a temporary immunity, right? Animation. That's all that is. What I'm talking about is an actual shield, like you see with Quantum's supercharge, or Hardlight supercharge itself. Hardlight's got a supercharge that gives a group shield. A group shield that provides heals for everybody from and obviously damage mitigation. That would be one construct I could see. Another construct that I could possibly see for a Blue Lantern tank would be like some kind of a wall, or a wall construct that would like block incoming damage, or would force ads to go around it, or funnel ads to the tank in some way, something like that. I don't know. I don't really see, but you can't just think about the tank side of it too. You got to think about the DPS side of it.
That's correct.
So I mean, what would the DPS side of a Blue Lantern be? I mean, because obviously they're not supposed to really be an offensive. They're not they're not really fighters, right?
They are not. I mean, they'll fight when they have to, but I mean, they are definitely more or less the passive people.
Yeah. So I mean, where are they going to be? What are they going to do in a DPS and a damage stance then? In a DPS role, I mean, are they going to buff everybody else up and not do any damage themselves?
Could be a thing. Blue DPS actually buffs attack damage to group members. I mean, that would be a thing. I could definitely see Blue Lanterns given like a in the DPS role, given buffs to everyone, increasing attack damage or critical attack chance. It'll be something weird. Blue Lantern supercharged summons the giant bird construct. I like that idea. Summon up their actual entity in a construct form. I like that a lot. I mean, with Green Lantern and even with Sinestro with the Yellow Lanterns, they were definitely more or less like the offensive people. I mean, especially with Will and the Fear, so it was a really good combination of how their constructs were. With Blue Lanterns, even in a DPS stance, they would be pretty much, I think they would be doing something passive to help the group out, as well as continue doing their own attacks.
See, and that sounds more like a controller to me then.
What, buffing damage?
When you talk about, well, no, I mean, like you said, I mean, it's I mean, the way you described that out, it sounds more like you'd be doing a controller role than anything. So Blue Lantern could be a controller instead. Yeah. I don't know. If it is a Blue Lantern, it's going to be interesting to see how they do it, along as how they introduce it, and how close to actual canon from the comics they are.
Yeah. I mean, we also have to remember as well that the Blue Lantern power, if it is there and we do get it, we're not like we're deputy. we might be that whole deputized Blue Lantern thing. So keep that in mind. So even though we represent hope and we're supposed to be passive, we're Earthlings. We love war. I mean, we can still fight because that's who we are. With Red Lanterns, it gets a little tough for Red Lanterns as well, because we throw up a lot. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know where it all comes from. The only time And literally, we only have actually one person who can do constructs, and that's crap. I keep forgetting his name. I think it's like Razor, not Razor. It's like Rainer. I don't know. Raxor. I think it's like Raxor or something. Blech. I mean, he's the only human Red Lantern, and he can make constructs. Like, the other Red Lanterns have to actually drink his blood, even a little bit of it, in order to do constructs. Because now the little kitty cat can do constructs, which I thought that was cute. Go kitty cat. No, I know Atrocitus. He can't do constructs. What happened with Atrocitus, by the way, is freaking sick. Just 6. Dexstar. Dexstar is a kitty. That's right. There's a legend character right there. I want Dexstar as my legend character. It definitely gets a little difficult because even with the constructs that we have, I definitely envision myself in like some red armor. I plate myself with red construct armor while I'm tanking to increase my damage mitigation or whatever. And we have 3 other tanks that we can take away from. The health of earth, the health of fire, the damage mitigation from ice, and the pet from earth. So I mean, we can grab a combination of those 3 and try and create something really cool with this new tank power. Now again, it might and at the same time, this tank power, it might not even be anything related to the lanterns. It might be Cordian. We might be Cords. That'd be weird, because probably no one even knows what a Cord is, unless they really play through a lot of Fight for the Light. Atrocitus cannot do constructs. He's tried. He has to take the blood of. I keep wanting to say Rainer or something. It's not Rainer. It's Raxor or something. I don't know. Because even in the New 52 comics, it shows that Atrocitus had to. He can't do constructs. He had to grab the human's blood. Told pretty much him, it was like, oh look, you're gonna share this with everybody in the group. So go ahead, cut yourself. Let's drink your blood. We're gonna do this. But the little kitty cat drinks some blood. That was cool. So. Oh, then he doesn't do it very much then. But yeah, the new tank power is going to be something really cool. I mean, if it's not going to be lantern based, and we look at the mythos of the Lantern Corps, what else could the tank power be?
I don't know.
Even I was just like, I have no clue.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could think of, and this is a possibility. I mean, I know we've got. I mean, all right. Odds are it is a blue and red. Odds are it is blue and red. I'll say it right there. Odds are it is blue and red because they already introduced the weapon packs. All right. Now, if they were to do, or not do blue and red, but also keep it in along the storyline for the DLC and all that, or wrap around the DLC, they could do white hero and black villain.
Define.
White's the new tank power for heroes, and black's the new tank power for villains.
So instead of you doing red or blue hard light, you're looking at white and black hard light?
It's a possibility.
My mind just blew up right there thinking of thinking of Black Lantern powers as a tank, right? Just conjuring up the dead. It's like, I got Hal Jordan's dad right here. He's my pet. Yeah. I would switch to villain for that too. I'm sorry. I really like the villains of the Lantern Corps apparently. But I'll probably go to villain if it was Black Lanterns. Black Lanterns really can't do anything. They don't do constructs. The only thing Black Hand does is in fact raise dead people. I can't have that as a loadout. It's like summon. Oh my God! Summons Black Lantern Superman. Summon Black Lantern Flash. That, oh my God, that'll be funny. It's like all the trees are just not there's a summon tree, just nothing but summoning random Black Lanterns and use them as pets. I don't do anything else but just summon pets. They could go with the brute strength of Mongol. That's true. I mean, Mongol is pretty much just nothing but brute strength and great intellect. He doesn't really do anything else. There's that possibility as well. I mean, a lot of people have been asking for that. More or less been calling it Kryptonian, but hey, whatever. Tomato, tomato.
Just call it super strength.
There you go. Or might and magic.
Just call it super strength. Just call it super strength.
There you go. But there's no date for War of the Light yet. Where I'm just so ready for it, though. Just completely ready.
Everybody, just plan for it to be after the PS4 launch. I seriously doubt they're going to be concentrating on trying to get a DLC out while they're getting ready for the PS4 launch right now.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. It's going to be
after that. I mean, I'm not saying they're not working on it on the DLC. I'm almost positive they are, but I'm pretty sure they're working on a PS4 launch a lot right now.
Agreed. And Decon makes a good point. They could also wait for DLC 10 to release the tank power. I mean, I think a lot of people probably would. I can see a lot of players being upset about that because we have to wait another DLC. But I mean, patience is a virtue. You guys don't want to see another hard light power. They might have to skip this DLC for it. You never know. See here, they should give every power their own companion pet. Why? The pets suck when it comes to sorcery. Why does everybody else need a pet? Earth's Brick kind of sucks too.
Pets don't suck. Pets don't suck when it comes to sorcery. Watcher is by far one of the best pets in the game.
Aren't you one of the people that called it OP?
Yeah, but you said it sucks.
Well, I mean, there's no balance to it. That's all. That's what I want to say. There's no balance. Sorry.
It's not really OP. It's just freaking ridiculously annoying.
DLCs drop every 3 months. Watch your OP. See, there you go. But I mean, everyone does get a companion pet. It's the robot sidekick in the Iconics. Done.
Oh, you went there.
Done. I use it in my hard light rotation, and it works beautifully. Who needs a pet when I have that? I use
servo when I'm tanking. I use my servo trinket when I'm tanking.
Why? And exactly. Why not? Too. Why not? Servo is the man. Robot. Ish. It's the pod. Let's go with the pod. The Watcher does stare at you all the time. He's a little creeper. Yeah, exactly. There's the crab from the seasonal. There's pets. There's companion pets all over. Yeah, buddy, that you have all around. Yeah, seasonal crab. Yeah, makes me myself laugh. You got the robot sidekick. Robot sidekick in a DPS, especially for hard light, it's beneficial. I don't know about any other power for it, but I mean for sorcery, it's pretty much doesn't mean it's supposed to have pets. It's a sorcery class. I would imagine it to have that. But yeah, I mean if you want a pet, grab up a robot sidekick. Either way, it's going to take up an action bar slot, or you're just going to grab a trinket pet, which even the trinket pets are pretty nice. Servo's funny. The crab is sometimes useful. Sometimes.
Actually, those crabs, I believe, are a couple of the best trinkets in the game right now, or at least they were before DLCA came out.
Yeah.
Just because of how much VIT and Resto you got from them.
Yeah, those were insane.
I honestly should have gotten one for when I was for tanking. To be honest with you.
I think my tank has it in the bank. I'm not 100%.
I have a creepy jack though.
Ah, see, well there you go. I get my creepy jack this year. I didn't get one last year. So, so are you ready for the Witching Hour event next week?
I am. I want to deck out my lair, with some Halloween decorations too, and I'm actually quite interested in actually starting to get some of those seasonal feats on some alts. It's going to be nice to hear Clarion cry again.
Yes.
Ooh, maybe get those Clarion boots too.
Ooh, that would be neat.
That style he dropped, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta complete more feats. I don't think I've completed all the feats for that guy yet, or Ember, I should say. But we are getting closer to the PlayStation 4 launch. Are we all? I mean, you're really prepped up for it, right?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it. Definitely ready for it. And I started a $1 a month layaway for yours.
No,
so that way you'll be able to get it, in 2015.
Thank you.
So.
Well, if I've been applying for new jobs, so if I'm able to get one of these jobs, then I might be able to get one next year. After all the stores get resupplied after the holiday season. Because God forbid, the stores are going to be crazy. It's honestly at one of these times when a system like this comes out, I just want to sit back. It's like, you know what? I'd rather have it mailed to me. I don't want to stand in line at the stores. I think I'm skipping Black Friday altogether this year. I did it 3 times in a row, and as fun as it was, it was fun with the people I was with. I don't have money, and I don't want to stand in there anymore. I just don't. Because you see, the rudeness of people when it comes to this stuff, and it's like, guys, let's calm down a little bit. You're gonna get that iPod. Oh, you're not? Sucks to be you, because I got mine.
Oh yeah, you just talked about the rudeness of people.
Well, I got my shit. I don't care.
Don't be rude. Be a complete douchebag, but don't be rude.
Exactly. The life of a hypocrite. It's a good life. Yeah, But oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so see what you do. You gotta do is you gotta have fun with people like that. All right. So go around. When you're in get up just to have fun with it. Right. Get up one Black Friday morning. Right. Go to wherever they're having a huge sale or something like that. All right. Go inside, grab a couple of carts, start pushing them around, start just piling stuff. Try and grab the last of everything off the shelves. Right? If there's 2 left, grab both of them. Right? And put them in your cart, and then just walk around with that cart for a while so that everybody sees what you got in that cart, and then go up to the checkout counter and just walk away from it. And then watch everybody just freaking scramble.
That's funny. Oh, but I'm sure that you've of course you're going to be streaming day one, right? You're gonna destroy Twitch, the Twitch servers.
The plan is, yeah, I'm gonna be starting up a new Twitch account. It's gonna be for my channel. And what I'm going to do is, hopefully, everything working smoothly. I'm going to Olympus is gonna be hosting a 1v1 tournament on days shortly after the PS4 launch. So everything works smoothly, and we'll be able to do that.
Amen to that. I know the Twitch is just gonna like probably crash onto itself. I can just see
Twitch
it.
is probably going to crash. There's probably going to be issues with the game on the PS4. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I'll probably be hanging out with Brittany over in Seattle during the launch, just so I can laugh in her face when she's trying to do stuff and it's failing. Because I'm a nice guy, and I'm supportive.
I've got mine. Trex isn't an asshole. He's just a douchebag.
Yes.
There's a difference.
And that's what the hugs are for. They're to knock away a little bit of a douchebaggery by doing something nice for people, because you all know you want hugs.
No, that's just being a douchebag and being a douchebag hoping for forgiveness is basically the same thing. Right? In fact, that makes you even more of a douchebag. You think you think people should automatically forgive you for being a douchebag. All right, just 'cause you're getting a hug. That makes you even more of a douchebag.
Don't mess up my logic. I think Rob has a good question here.
That's why Detonate is my hug emote on DCUO.
Mean. Rob poses a good question. Is Super Patriot's new Twitch name going to be Patriot Pony?
Rob, I'm going to ban you from my Twitch channel when I start it up. Just for asking that question.
Nice. But I mean, it's pretty much. I think people should go ahead and click on your name in chat if you're able to type or anything. Because I mean, it's going to pretty much be Super Patriot because you've already named it, right?
No, like I said, the channel is going to be for my YouTube channel. You know, like my mate is going to, so it's going to more likely it's going to be the Daddy House, like D concept, right there. So
you're going to get rid of the Super Patriot that you have here and just come up with the Daddy's House?
I mean, I'll probably still hop on this one on that, but like for whenever I'm streaming or anything like that, I'll hop on this one whenever I'm visiting other DCUO streams like Brittany or something like that and laughing at people because they're trying to glitch something instead of doing it normally.
You're going to be that guy.
And it's been fun. But no, seriously, right, if yeah, I didn't tell you this story, did I?
Oh god, there's a story.
I'm sitting here playing the game one night, and Brittany sends me a message on Skype, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm watching this stream right now, and these guys are trying to glitch Nexus." This is back when you could glitch the door with Hardlight.
Oh come on.
Yeah, and this dude was live streaming it. I was like, seriously? I'm like, give me the link. And so I'm sitting here and I'm watching it, right? And this is like, right around when the freaking DLC dropped, and the guy that was tanking it was the one streaming it, and it's like he's like in like nothing but green gear. Like I mean, he was not none of them were geared for it. None of them were geared for that raid. Okay, and I'm sitting here watching him stream it, and I finally had to say something. And I was like, you guys are all. This is really sad. You guys are, purposely trying to glitch this thing just to beat it. And we both just like me and Brittany were both just like basically kind of chewing a guy's ass out. And the best part about it was because I was wanting that glitch fixed. When he was done streaming it, I sent the video to Meps.
Yeah,
I sent a link to the video to Meps. So.
Yeah, let's be a little smart, people. Okay, you don't stream and you don't record yourself doing something bad. All right, you can't plead the fifth on yourself if you intentionally did it, and you create your own evidence against you. That makes you a horrible criminal. It just does.
Yeah, that makes you more of a douchebag than a douchebag thinks he can get away with being a douchebag by giving hugs.
There's it's so much into itself. It's like a bad Inception. It's doucheception.
New hashtag, Decon. Decon, new hashtag.
Doucheception.
Trexception.
Trexception? Wow.
Douche Trexception.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna figure that out.
That's like so many syllables.
I can't type in the chat right now, or else I try and put out different versions of it. That's the new hashtag. Trex cherubs are a thing of the past.
No, keep them here.
No.
Trex cherubs. They're lovely. But alright guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight for the SourceCast. It was a lot of fun, as normal. You can find the DCO SourceCast over on Facebook at /DCO SourceCast and also on the Twitter at DCO SourceCast. Suits, where can we find you?
You can find me on youtube.com/The Daddy's House. You can also find me on the Facebook, The Daddy's House there. And I'm also on the Twitter as well, at The Daddy's House. Look for the new hashtag coming soon. Yep, that's it. That's it, Decon.
Dude, it's like so much work.
Yeah. But you also be sure you come by the Kingdom Come site. It's kingdomcome.engine.com. It's a DCUO community site I set up for everybody that plays DCUO. You guys come by there, and we've had folks from Odyssey have stopped by in the past. Trying to get Soar to come over there. I haven't seen him on there yet, but I know he's on Engine. And we actually have a couple of posts on the forums there about Trex. If you guys come by and check them out,
liar!
I think you'll all enjoy them.
What? Why are you talking about me?
No, I'm not lying at all.
Why are you talking about me? That's not cool. I did nothing to you guys. I give.
Trex, where can we find you at, other than the KC forums being talked about?
Now I'm going to have to go to the forums. It's not cool.
Hey, you should have joined us so long time ago, douchebag.
I don't even like looking at my own forums. What the hell? Anyways, you can find me over at youtube.com/Trexlight, over at Facebook @Trexlight, and also on the Twitter @ThisIsTrex. Before we go, I wanted to give out one little piece of information real fast. And I should have done this before we started the show, and I apologize for not doing it before. So, the Super Pitcher, how much have you enjoyed the DCO skill planner?
Oh, you're done with that? I'm just kidding.
Ouch.
I have not tried the new build out yet that you just put out recently. I haven't had a chance to, but from what I've seen, I mean, lots of good stuff on there. With everything, I mean, it's like, everything's accurate and all that. The descriptions are accurate and everything like that. Well, let's say the descriptions of everything are accurate according to how the game says they are.
Agreed. Agreed.
Because the game needs to update some of their own descriptions. But
and MEPS has come out and said that those descriptions are being looked at and they are being reworked. There's no ET on when they're coming out, but they are being redone.
Which is awesome.
Agreed.
But yeah, Skill Planner is definitely an awesome tool. I mean, if you're looking at trying to figure out, say you want to get a couple of certain powers in your loadout because you like the way they work individually, but you want to see how they work together, but you're not sure if you have the power points to do that. You don't have to go and drop. I know that for free and premium players, this is a godsend. Considering your wallet cap, you use that skill planner to figure out, if you got enough power points to pick up those, certain powers that you want. So, I'd highly recommend, any free or premium players definitely check it out. But it's also, you keep track of the what your crits are, your percentages and everything for crit heals, crit damage, crit chance, and everything. I mean, you can't really put it down for that. So
Yeah.
it's definitely a good tool.
Yeah, I've determined that I'm actually going to get rid of the stealth stat. Stealth is it's still in the description. It's not going to be an actual stat in the box anymore. I'm just going to get rid of it and replace it with critical power chance because that's exactly what people want. People care for that more. Stealth really doesn't have any purpose in the game anymore.
I mean,
I
the
just
cunning.
no, in stealth, the stealth stat, because there is a in the gadgets tree. There's a tree that actually gives you like +1 to stealth or plus something. So in the skill planner box down there where all the stats are, I'm gonna get rid of the stealth and just put critical power chance. So I'm just gonna put that there until stealth comes into play. I'll add another section to that
I think.
box.
Wait. But I mean, wait. You're speaking specifically about gadget stuff. Gadgets actually has a power called stealth,
No, just a stat though.
where it's high. But I mean, it goes towards the effectiveness of that power, though, doesn't it?
No, not really.
All right. All right. Well, I mean, you looked into this stuff more than I have, so I'm just asking
Yeah,
questions.
yeah. I even grabbed it up to the player base, and they were all just like, it has no purpose. So until I see a difference, more usefulness for the stealth stat for the game, I'm just gonna pretty much keep it out, and I'll bring it back in when it needs to be. But for simplistic sakes, I'm just taking it away. It is a stat by itself. It is a stat. It's not something that you'll see like in your stat tab, but I mean it's actually there because you can cunning, and when you spec into the cunning innate, it gives you critical power chance and it gives you stealth. When you go into the gadgets tree, whenever I can't remember which tree exactly it gives you, but when you max out or when you specialize in that tree, it gives you like +2, +5 stealth or something. I don't know. But stealth is going to get taken away until it comes better useful for the game. And it's also less work for me because the coding is just horrible. But I wanted to give everyone pretty much a heads up that I'm actually typing it up right now and posting the link. But I'm pretty much open beta for this thing. It's going to be open. And if
Cool.
if I can actually, one moment, because I actually have the link right here. Oh, as soon as I scroll up, because it's in a message. There it is. I will just copy this link, and here you all go. Okay, did not mean for that to happen. Don't go to that link. Not that link. Apparently, it doesn't want to copyright. Copy. Not that link. Paste. That link. That link. The Trexlight.com/ultimate blah 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 blah. That link. Click that second link and you'll download the planner. That is the current build I have out right now. It works. So open season. You guys download it. You guys break it. In order for you guys to report the bugs to me, you will need to go over to Trexlight.com/forum and sign up, register for the forums, and you'll see the beta forums at the bottom, and you'll go straight into there. Do not click whatever Totally Dumped did, because I don't know what GIF Maniac is, and I don't trust it. So that's a big no. And I can't open up my mod stuff, so don't click that link. I don't know what that GIF Maniac stuff is. But, like I said, Joe, come over to my forums on my things. Thank you, Super Patriot.
They got the little things right next to their names.
Well, I didn't want to ban them. I didn't want to give them a timeout either. Oh, I timed him out. Oh, well.
So you just, then you just click on it again, unbans them. So.
Yeah, whatever. I don't mod. That's what I have moderators for. Love you, Super Patriot.
You don't
Love
mod
you,
at all.
Brittany.
You don't mod your gear. You don't mod your own channel chat.
He's so right. It's so true. But hop onto the forums. You'll see a section where it's going to give the bug reports. You'll go in there and try to be considerate for the forums. You know, formal etiquette. If there's already a thread talking about something, reply to it. Don't start a new thread. That's uncool. That's really uncool and really annoying. But if you see something wrong with the stats, if you see something wrong with the descriptions, if there's a button clicking thing not working, let me know. Thank you, Daddy-O, for pointing out to me the load issue. You can save a profile, but then loading it was giving problems. That load button has been fixed. The forum export button is not working. Don't use it. It's just not working. Whole new code infrastructure I have to work with. That's a big whole thing. But please download it. Have fun with it. The target date for the launch for the skill planner is still the same day as the PlayStation 4. Depending on how this testing goes with you guys, I will be releasing it earlier. I can tell you right now, I am working on adding the maps of the Watchtower and the Hall of Doom, showing each wing. I'm pretty much doing that right now, and it's freaking tough as nails trying to get it how I want it to work. But the maps will be coming out. The gear section is still not completely operational. I have not added sockets. I haven't added the home turf mods yet. That's a whole big thing that I'm still working with. So just give me time for that. But yeah, have at thee. It's a fun thing. I love using it. Using it for all my characters. I have all the different builds. It saves me time. But there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't break it. That's the whole point of a beta. I want you guys to break it. I want you guys to tell me what's broken, and I will fix it. In time, really. I mean, I have a life. I try to.
Treat it like the cutest, most annoying My Little Pony you've ever seen.
Not cool.
And beat the ever-loving shit out of it.
Dude, not cool.
That's why I call beating a dead horse. Ah!
I can't get mad at you because that was a good zinger. That was a good one. I can't get mad about that.
Speaking of beating a dead horse, let's go. We're wrapping the show up.
All right. Download the skill planner. Head over to my forums. Send me bug reports. Send me what the problems are, and I'll get them fixed. And of course, thank you all so much for watching. And we, of course, will see you next time.
Y'all take care.
That's it. Game's over. Step along, nothing to see. Get going before my good mood